Ladies and gentlemen, before we start off our celebration, before we get things underway, we always offer tobacco. We always bring up a dignitary, a respected dignitary throughout our communities to offer and render a prayer over each and every one of us before our celebrations. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask each and every one of you to please stand and please rise as I hand the mic off to one of our respected dignitaries here, Miss Eldine Stanley, to help us out with our prayer here this afternoon.
Thank you, Mike. Kisukukye kapiniskel husukuknikin wakal Kamakawuki Amakis Husukukni Nasan Miitki. Grateful to have everybody here. Thank you for being here. The lady who normally was going to do the prayer isn't here, but I've offered to step in. Thank you for all coming and showing up today and supporting us and being there with us, walking with us shoulder to shoulder. Thank you to all our travelers, all our drummers, all our singers, our dancers for being here and taking the time out of your day. As my little cousin Mike here likes to say, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here today, and we're grateful for you for being here. Yes, Creator, we give you thanks for this day. We thank you for all your gifts and all your wonderment. We thank you for all the love and all the joy that you brought to us on this special day. We ask you to look at every single one of us that's in here, from the oldest to the youngest to the unborn. You know what's in all of our hearts. You know how we're feeling. You knew we were coming. We thank you for bringing us all here today. We give thanks for the cooks that cooked this morning, the hard workers that got up early to bring everything together to welcome our people, our visitors. We ask you to guide us, protect us, keep us safe during this day. Let us have a good day. Let us have a mindful day, have fun, and to take the time, that we remember to take the time for our neighbors sitting beside us, that we're friendly, that we're open, that we're willing to listen, to hear, to learn, to understand, and that we take time for each other, and that we take time to remember those that can't be here, those that are at home, that know this is happening, that we don't forget them. Don't let us forget anyone. And we also, in our own way, in our own time, we're not going to bring it out. We're going to keep it in our heart. We're going to be thinking of those that aren't here today, that never made it to see this day today. aq'am's had a tough time. This has been a tough year. We've lost a lot of people. We have a lot of people hurting, a lot of people grieving. We mean no disrespect. We're here as well to acknowledge all the generations that went through this school, and to acknowledge the privilege that we have, those of us that didn't have to go to that school. Creator, thank you for this day. When everything is done and over, let everyone have a safe trip home. From the first person to start on the road to the last person, watch over everyone as they travel. Give them a safe road, a good road. Kisuk akmanam, kapisi akmanam, kapi. Aksmaknek kapineskel, hi, hoyes.
Thank you, Eldine Stanley, for that wonderful prayer. Once again, our final call, we're going to ask you to make your way towards the Grand Entry area. Final call, all dignitaries, all chief and council to be ready to go for our only Grand Entry here this afternoon. All of our dancers that are here in their outfits, all of our singers that are here. Let's remind each and every one of you, the reason that you're here, the reason why you're putting on your outfits, the reason why you're setting up that grandpa drum. We're here to have a good celebration. As you put on your outfits, do not forget what you were told when you first received your eagle feathers, when you first received your first pieces of outfits. You put that outfits on because you dance for the ones who cannot dance no more. There's a lot of people out here in the crowd that might need some healing, and your dance moves and your outfits, the way you move, just by looking at you and hearing your bells and seeing your feathers moves, helps them heal whatever they need healing with, whatever it is that they got going in their mind. All of you singers, every time you bust out your grandpa drum and you sit up and you circle up and you think of your songs, there's people here that need that healing, that need to hear that drum, that need to feel that need to feel good. Around these times, these are celebrations. We get a break from a little reality. We get to have some fun. We get to laugh with one another. We get to celebrate with our relatives that we probably haven't seen in quite a while. We get to meet new friends that we've never gotten to meet throughout the community. We get to have a fun time. We get to have a good time. So let's remember that as we're going out throughout the powwow today. It might not be the best contest powwow that you've probably ever been to, but remember why you're here is to have a good time and to make it fun for each and every one of us here and to make it enjoyable. Because when you bust out your outfits and you bust out the grandpa drum, you are healing somebody out here in the crowd, and you're healing yourself to whatever that you need healing with. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready, Justice Cree? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to powwow? Let's make some noise. Are you ready to powwow? Here we go, Chief Cliff. I'm going to ask you to sing in our Eagle staff and our flags. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask each and every one of you to please stand and please rise. Chief Cliff, if you would, please. Welcome, dancers. Welcome to our grand entry 2023 here in the Blades in the beautiful St. Mary's Indian Band. Ah, hey, ha, ha, hey, ha, hey, ha. and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for all of our dancers that made their way into Grand Entry. Beautiful moves, beautiful style. Thank you to each and every one of you that helped us out with our Grand Entry. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go into our flag of the victory over here with our host drum, we always like to properly introduce each and every one of those dignitaries that helped us out with our Grand Entry that packed in the eagle staff and flags. If I call your name, I need you to raise that flag high in the sky, and everybody out there on the floor and everybody out there in the crowd, let's pay them off with a nice big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, packing in our eagle staff is Natsukin Joe Pierre. The tallest chief in Indian country. Hey. Right behind him, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for our Nasuka Nana, Elijah Lazard. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Bonaparte people all the way from Bonaparte, BC, packing in the Maple Leaf, let's give a round of applause here for Mr. Kevin Sandy. Ladies and gentlemen, packing in the Stars and Stripes, representing the Marine Corps, our Marine Corps veteran, let's give a round of applause here for Mr. Mike Frank. For those of you that are not familiar with our Pow Wow way of life, we're going to ask you to remain standing. This song you're going to hear, it pays tribute to that eagle staff that you see before you. It pays tribute to the trials and tribulations us as First Nations had to endure throughout time and history. It pays tribute to our crazy dogs, our aq'am of what we call it in our own language. Our crazy dogs that have fought and defended that flag throughout entire history, that are still defending that flag even today, that are overseas, that are serving in the military, that's defending the Maple Leaf and that is defending the Stars and Stripes. Those ones that have gave everything on the battlefield, those ones that have lost themselves over the battlefield and still made it home to defend our way of life, to defend our language, to defend our culture, to defend us as First Nations people. It pays tribute to that eagle staff you see before you and every trial and tribulation that we've been through. So with that, and Chief Cliff, I'll come to you for that flag song, if you would please. ho. Thank you, Chief Cliff. We're going to come right back to you for that victory song. Dance in victory, dancers, dance in victory. We're still here, we're still loud, we're still proud. Ah, hey, ha, ha, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for our grand entry. All right, all right, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, during this time, we'd like to properly introduce each and every one of our dignitaries that we have out there on the floor. Let's give a round of applause here for Minister George Heyman. Come up front here. Come up front and shake hands with each and every one of the Eagle staff and flag carriers. We have on aq'am Council, Julie Birdstone. Let's give her a round of applause. Right here in the right surge, Constable Sexy Beard. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what it says. It says Monty Webb. Let's give Monty Webb a round of applause. And ladies and gentlemen, they were a little bit too busy to come in here to grand entry, but let's give a big round of applause here for our Pow Wow committee here. We want to thank Bonnie Harvey, Julie Birdstone, Eldine Stanley, Denise Birdstone, Juanita Eugene, Faye O'Neill, and Leanna Rhodes, our Pow Wow committee here that didn't make their way to grand entry. But during this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand the mic off over to our Nasukan to say a little bit of something on his behalf here.
Good day to everyone. Thank you for coming here today. I'm so pleased that I believe this is a bigger crowd than we had last year, and so I'm so pleased that you all made the choice to be here with us today. I do have a few other words that I would like to say, but I want our Nasukan Nana, this young man here, his name is Elijah Lazard, and he has been Nasukan for our school for the past year. He is our Nasukan Nana. And so Elijah would like to say a few words of welcome himself.
Kisa Kyuke Hukaklak Elijah Lazard, Hunini Ktunaxa aq'am. Thank you for coming. I love seeing the community come gather. Dachas.
You know what? I think you can do better than that for our Nasukan Nana, Elijah Lazard. He's our next generation of leaders. And I think that we're going to be in good hands, Elijah. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. And so we come together on this day that's been recognized countrywide as Truth and Reconciliation Day. I'm so glad that you're here sporting that goofy orange color that we're all starting to love. Thank you for coming out today. This is the Ktunaxa way to say every child matters. And so we're all going to dance with that in our hearts today. And I also want you to remember the words of Senator Sinclair when he led that Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And he talked about how reconciliation is about relationships of mutual respect. And so today we come together to respect one another, to be together with one another, to celebrate together. And so I'm going to ask and I'm going to challenge each one of you to make a new relationship today. Find someone who you've never met before. Say hello to them. Compliment them on their orange shirt and have a conversation with them. I want to make sure that before you go home tonight, you know at least one person that you'd never met until you came here to our powwow, so that throughout the year you can call up that friend and remember the powwow. And throughout the year you can create that relationship of mutual respect. And then maybe next year, one of you will call up each other and you'll say, oh, hey, you going to the powwow again this year? Yeah, I'm going. Oh, can I catch a ride? Relationships of mutual respect. Thank you so much for being here. I'm asking Creator to watch over us today. Bless each and every one of us with open hearts and open minds. I'm thanking Creator for bringing us here safely, bringing us here to this place safely. And I'm asking Creator that your road is a good road until you get home this evening. I'm also asking Creator to bless the food that we will share together today. And I'm so grateful to Creator for that lunch that we've already shared. My lunch consisted of 2 cupcakes. A white one and a dark one. My lunch was a diverse lunch. I'm asking Creator to bring even more laughter to this gathering today, more than what we've already had. Enjoy yourselves. And if you find yourself sitting and your toes tapping, your toe is telling you that it wants to dance. So don't just sit there. Listen to that toe and get up and dance. Hoyas, dachas, hey.
Aho, aho, thank you. Thank you, Nasukin. You know, it must be close to re-election time, because holy smokes. Hey, I'm kidding. Holy smokes, man. He definitely knows, he knows how to beat me up. So, alrighty, dancers, before you disperse off the floor, look to the person to your left, shake their hand and say, aho. Look to the person to your right and give them a big wet willy. Alrighty, dancers, go ahead and go take a seat. Thank you for standing. You may be seated. During this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be calling upon each and every one of our residential school survivors that are here. All of our residential school survivors, we're going to ask you to make your way out here to the floor. All of our residential school survivors that are here in the house, we're going to ask you to make your way out to the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, during this time, we're going to ask you to kind of quiet down here a little bit as we're bringing out these school survivors. And I believe Canada-wide, it was, and former students to make your way out of the residential school, to make your way out here. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a huge recognition day for each and every one of these survivors here, as it was mentioned before. Today is a recognition day to see what these individuals had to go through throughout the history. Residential school was not a long time ago. It wasn't something that happened centuries ago. It wasn't something that happened hundreds of years ago. It's been going on for that amount of time. At least down in the lower 48, the goal was to kill the Indian and save the man. As at least in the American Declaration, us as First Nation people, we were American Indian savages, as it was written in the Declaration of Independence. The goal was to kill the Indian, save the man, get rid of their culture, send them off to faraway lands, to make sure they don't know their language, to cut their hair, cut their braids, to get them away from what they know and what they've known their entire life. And what we're doing here this afternoon, this celebration, not too long ago, it was illegal to do what we're doing. To the RCMP and to the Canadian government, it was even up to punishable maybe by death, but I know it was punishable by going to jail. You were not allowed to speak your language. You were not allowed to have a social celebration. You were not even allowed to go off the reserve not too long ago, to even visit your own community members, your own cousins, your own uncles, aunties on different reserves. If you live over here In aq'am, you had to go ask to go off the reserve. Some were relocated to the cities to unlearn of how to be First Nations. Not all of them are from this Ktunaxa Nation. Some of them have traveled from different schools that are here this afternoon. The reason that we do this is we carry on these traditions of this powwow. It might be a social dance. It might not be specific to the Ktunaxa Nation, but it's still a tradition that we still practice here today, that we want our young ones that are having their outfits, those young ones that are out there in the crowd that are at least paying attention to each and every one of us that are singing, that are dancing here, that are having a great time and socializing. The goal is to pass it on to them, to our future generations, because exactly what your shirts say, every child matters, except for when it comes to musical chairs. Hey! So ladies and gentlemen, I believe to speak on this behalf, we need day school people to come out here as well. Any day school people that have survived the day school, we're gonna ask you to come out here. Former day school people to come out front here. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hand the mic off over to Mr. Mike Kinmill to speak a little bit more on behalf of this here.
Sikis kukuni nausan mitki at smaknik kamen kaken nana. We got here yesterday and overnight watching and listening to stories that were televised on ATPN, not only here in Canada, but back home, Montana, throughout Indian country, that we have survivors. So I asked our leadership here if they'd give me a time to honor our survivors today here. First with an honor song, and then with a round dance. My parents, both of my parents were survivors. They're no longer with me today. But it touched my heart to hear of a person that was on TV today of surviving this as an orphan. I am an orphan today because my parents have moved on. Only at times like this will it have shown me whether or not I was listening to the old timers. Because we live in such a fast-paced world today, do we move on forward and forget about what we were taught, what we were told? Only times like this, when we come together like this, will that little light turn back on for me to say, wow, he was actually listening. He does actually have feeling. So today I would like to do an honor song for the ones that are with us today, for the ones that have left us, and also for the ones that have not been found yet. They are still with us in one way or another. We still ask help for their families that walk amongst the earth today. Because we are the ones that are suffering yet. But we know deep in our heart that we have not forgot about them, and nor will we ever forget about them. I thank each and every one of you today for taking the time of being here. Yes, I'm the one that's always saying, you could have chosen anywhere to be today, anywhere, but you chose to be here amongst new friends, amongst your relatives, making new relatives, making new friends. You chose to be here with us. I asked this young man, or Nasuka Nana, I was asked who we could choose to bring in our staff at a time like this. I'm always thinking a little bit ahead of time, and the job that might be coming toward him himself, and the battles that he and she may be going through forward from here throughout life. It tells me now that he wants to be a leader. And somewhere down that road, I hope that that happens for him. And the younger ones that decide that they want to be a leader of some kind. Each and every one of you, from your grandparents to today, have been giving something special. And only time will tell you what that gift is. That road that you'll walk down to represent your people, that road that you'll walk down, whether it's in health, taking care of your land. Only time will tell that for you. And that's why I ask now the permission of my elders that are here for this young man and young lady, and permission from myself to speak in front of you, and ask for permission for my young Nasukan to lead this honor song. For each and every one of you, thank you again for your time, for allowing me to do this. I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank Justice Crete. He does an awesome job. I know personally that him and Mike Sanchez together are a well-known team throughout Indian country. I watched them today, and I know that they've been listening and they heard what they were taught and how they were taught. Because their show that they do, the show that they direct, is always a good show that they put their effort forward. At this time, I will do an honor song, and then after that, I would like to do a round dance for the residential school survivors. Hey, sikis kukani. Hey.
Hey. 80-day school survivors, last and final call, residential school survivors, and 60 scoop. We're going to ask you to make your way out here to the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, during this time, as they're coming around, we're going to ask you to not step in their way. Do not step in their path. Please be mindful of your children as they're coming around. Ladies and gentlemen, during this time, in honor of this honor song here, I'm going to ask each and every one of you to please stand and please rise as we call upon Chief Cliff with our honor song, if you would please. Once again there, ladies and gentlemen, as they're coming around. You can see this is one too many children that have survived these schools. These are one too many children that have endured what they have endured throughout time and history. But despite throughout the trials and tribulations, they are still here. They're proud of who they are. They're proud of where they come from. They're carrying on our culture as Ktunaxa, and I know there's visiting ones out there. Wherever they're representing, they're still carrying on their traditions to each and every one of you young ones, to us young ones. We're still carrying on. We're still Pow Wow here. Ha hey, ha ha hey, ha hey. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our tough individuals out here on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, during this time, if you want to, you don't have to. If you want to introduce yourselves of who you are and where you come from, you may do so. So, during this time, we're going to let you introduce yourselves if you want to. You really don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm Ganita Haga. I'm a visitor here. Thank you for welcoming me. A Mohawk. And I feel like I'm fitting in. Yeah.
I'm Doreen Alexander. I was one of the day students here back in the day. And I'm glad to see everybody here today. Thank you.
Harvey Thomas. I'm a school survivor.
I'm Maureen McCann. I was a day student. My parents were in the school, so I'm here for them. Thank you.
Julie Bergstone.
Lily Joseph. Yvonne Stanley. Hello, my name's Hatsapa Baski. I'm from Akiskanakai.
Kit. My name is Bertha Andrews. I'm from aq'am, and I am a residential school survivor, a 60s scoop survivor, and I'm also a daughter of a school survivor. So it's been in our generation for 100 years. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Isaac Birdstone, a survivor, and that's it. Sorry for
Kit Hugaksik Juanita. I am a birdstone, and I am a kin basket, and I am a 60 scoop person.
Winnie Vitaliano, Kisakutiak, Aninsoko. I come from the Ktunaxa Nation in Saskatchewan, and I was a day school student. And
my name is Joan Nicholas O'Neill. I am a residential school survivor for 11 years, and glad to see everybody here. Tachas.
My name is Lorene Allard. I'm from the Shishwap Band. I'm a survivor for 11 years.
Kisokukit, Hukaklik Mase. I'm a residential school survivor as well as a 60 scoop survivor, and I hail from Ktunaxa.
My name is Joy Isaac. I'm from Dawson City, Yukon. I'm a residential school survivor, and I'm so happy to be here with you all. Masi Cho.
Bernadette Morjo, a residential school survivor, aq'am.
Wait. Hello, I'm Ronnie McGinnis. I'm Sukanakin from the Okanagan Territory. I went to residential school here in at St. Eugene's. Kootenai Indian Residential School. I'm a survivor. I'm over here, brought my grandchildren here for the Pow Wow. So have a great time.
Why, East Kakana, English name Helen Gallagher. I attended the Kootenai Indian Residential School for 10 years, and I brought my Tama, my great-granddaughter, here for the Pow Wow, and I hope everybody has a great day.
I'm Doris Gallagher Chapman. I went to school here from age 6 until I graduated from Mount Baker.
Kisokukit, Hukaklik Opit, on any residential school survivor, and I'm very pleased to be here today and see all the great people. Okni now san miyetki. Oket waket. Kinaksamana sawas. Kutsal. Hakwit nasa. Go and nasa survivors. Hey.
Okay, I'm a residential school survivor. I came to this school here in 1953, and I was very honored to come back here to this Pow Wow, and I really enjoy being here. This is my second year. I know this is your second anniversary, but I am really pleased to be here. I was really young when I came here, so I don't really remember that much about this school. But I came with 2 of my brothers who have passed away since, but I'm here for them also. Thank you.
That's my mother. She's the strongest person I know. She wasn't supposed to cry. So now I feel
Tiri. Okay, Nitanaku Akspiksaki. My English name is Thelma Warrior Provost. That's my mother. We're Bikini Blackfoot. And by car, coming this way, we're 4 hours away. So for a young child to come all the way this way, that was quite the, I don't know, a trip for them to take. She had older brothers, like I said, but they've passed since. She was the youngest. She thought she'd be able to be with her brothers, but then, of course, being separated. I also, coming from our colonized family, we were sent to day school. Well, I was, and my other brother. And we lost our language, a lot of our language. I was trying to relearn as an adult. It's a lot harder. I recently taught Head Start. And so I really worked on my Blackfoot then with my children. But yeah, just there's a lot of loss and a lot of emotion, I guess. And thank you for inviting my mom to be back. She looks forward to this every year. Well, it's 2 years. And we'll probably be back again next year for as long as she keeps wanting to come and travel. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Virginia Fisher Morjo, Kisknook. I am a residential school and 60 scoop person, and I closed down the residential school. I was the last one there, and I shut it down.
My name is Margaret Jimmy, and I'm a 60 Scoops survivor. Thank you.
Kisukyukiet piniskil. Sukil okninaw san mietki, kinsitwakil. Kustat sukikil itqawakakhatla kus skikil hakwilnatla. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to see you all. My name is Sophie Pierre. When I went to residential school, I was Sophie Eustace. I was at the residential school from 1956 till 1965. And I've spent the rest of my life right here in aq'am. Very happy with what we're doing today. I'm so proud of how our people have come along. And I'm so very happy to welcome back some of the people that I went to school with. My very best friend when we were growing up. We held each other up. We went through a lot. Doris, I'm really happy you're here today. I kind of blew my knee. I don't know if it was, I didn't do anything last night. I was home all night. I think it was trying to go up Crying Hill or something. But anyway, I've blown it out, and so I apologize for sitting as I'm addressing you. I should be standing. I should be standing to honor all my fellow former residential school students. I'm so happy that you're here. And you know, there's that picture over in the residential school of the 6 of us in our first communion. Finery. Anytime I walk by that picture, I always look at my fellow students and say, we done okay. We did okay. And today is a good testament to that. Hey,
Want Dino to come help too, or should I get Dino?
Let's give a round of applause one more time for each and every one of the day school, the 60 school, and the residential school survivors out there on the floor. And I've also just been told, I believe Eloise Provost, I believe she was one of the last Blackfoot survivors here, if I'm not mistaken here. But ladies and gentlemen, during this time, as my relative Mike Kinmill, as he said earlier, that what he wants to do after we recognize each and every one of these survivors, if they wanted to do so, is to have a social dance with each and every one of them out here on the floor. Like I said earlier, today's about healing. Today's about having fun. Today's about meeting new people, as our Nasukan said earlier. And to help us heal and to help us have a good time and to help us meet new people, to help each and every one of us here, we're going to invite each and every one of you out here to the floor for a social dance here, to come and shake hands with each and every one of us out here on the floor, to come and meet brand new people, to come and have a social dance, shake hands with each and every one of them. And as we come to this song here, we're going to come back over here to Chief Cliff, and you don't need to be native, you don't need to even have an outfit, and we're going to invite each and every one of you out here on the floor. And for those of you that want to stay out here, I know some of you were kind of having a hard time with their joints, or it might be getting a little bit too long to dance out here. You don't need to be out here. You can go ahead and sit down just on the outside circle here. But we're going to invite each and every one of you out here to the floor. Each and every one of you, visitors, non-visitors, Ktunaxa, non-Ktunaxa, each and every one of you, native, non-native, come out here to the floor as we come over here to Chief Cliff to sing a round dance here and to shake hands as we come around here to the beautiful song and to meet each and every one of them out here on the floor. So, Chief Cliff, I'll come to you for that round dance song, if you would, please. As you come around there, somebody form a line to shake hands. There's supposed to be a line in the opposite way to shake hands with one another. Thank you, each and every one of you. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go into some intertribals, right? Let's go some intertribals. Eagle, Bear, Spirit, I see you are circled up. Eagle, Bear, Spirit, we're going to come to you for the first intertribals, and these are social dancers. That means everybody's still welcome out there on the floor. Everybody's still welcome out there to dance. So, starting us off with our first intertribal here, we're going to come over here to Eagle, Bear, Spirit, if you would please. Thank you, Chief Cliff. Thank you, Eagle Bear Spirit. We're going to move it down the line. I believe we're going to be calling upon Sukani. Sukani. We're going to be calling upon you for the next intertribal. And once again, intertribal means everybody is welcome out here to the floor. You don't need an outfit. You don't need to be native. You don't need to be First Nation. You are more than welcome on these social dances. Here we go. Sukani. Right on, Sukani, right on. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep these intertribals going. We're going to be coming over here to our relatives over there from the Alberta Reserve, over there on the east side of the mountains here. We're going to come over here to Stony River, if you would please, for the next intertribal. Stony River. Aho, aho, aho. Thank you, Stony River. Aho. Let's keep it moving it down the line, because I hope each and every one of you singers love singing as much as you claim you do, because we're going to come over here to the host drum. Nobody is being skipped here. Nobody's being skipped. No special privileges here, Mikey. I know usually host drums get that special privilege on the little bit bigger powwows, but not this one. Not this one. Here we go, Chief Cliff. Right on, Chief Cliff, right on. Thank you for that intertribal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep them going. We're going to keep it going down the line here. We're going to be calling upon Sue Sapnana for that next intertribal. Here we go. Thank you, Sue Sapnana. And I'm not going to ask what was in those little red cups, their cousins. But don't think I didn't see that here. I see everything. All righty. We're going to keep it going down the line. We're going to come over here to Bloodline. Bloodline, you're going to have the next intertribal. We need Corporal Jamie Budjo. I do believe, I apologize if I butchered your last name, but Eldine Stanley needs you in the kitchen ASAP. Eldine needs you, and I believe you need to make your way to the kitchen. And we're going to go with another round of intertribals here. So I hope each and every one of you love social dancing. We're going to move it at the top of the line here. We're going to be calling upon Eagle Bear Spirit for the next intertribal. But before we come to you, we do have a 50-50 that we're going to be doing. So if you bought into the 50-50, time to get your tickets out here. We're going to be drawn for that. They're playing cards, right? They're playing cards. You're going to be walking home with $135. $135. And the winning ticket is the red ace of hearts. The red ace of hearts. And we need you to come up here and show some proof. Now, you won yourself $135, but it's $135 to Zellers. Hey. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alrighty, $135 has been claimed. Alrighty. Alrighty. Eagle Bear Spirit, we're going to go down there from the great sounds of Yakanuki. Yakanuki. We're going to come to you. Eagle Bear Spirit, if you would, please. Eagle, Bear, Spirit, the beautiful sounds of Lower Kootenai. We're going to move it down the line over here to Horseface. One-man band. Horseface, here we go. All right. Thank you, Horseface, for that beautiful intertribal. We're going to keep it going around the horn with our next intertribal here. Don't forget, right below that scoreboard, you see that door. Everybody's coming in and out. There's some vendors out there selling their stuff. I believe there might be some beaded stuff, might be some quilled stuff, but I do know for sure there is the best smoked beef jerky you can find in Indian country, and it's not going to be here for long if it's not sold out already. So go and see Cree's Smokehouse Jerky before it sells out. We're going to go with our next intertribal. I believe we're going to make it down the line here to Bloodline, right? Are you ready to sing? To the Bloodline? Alrighty. Sukani. I always get you two mixed up for whatever reason. Sukani, here we go.